Here we go, Tone. Episode 24. Put a line through it. How you feeling today, big boy in the black tie?
Oh, mate, yeah, set, ready to go.
What are you on the pump, mate? You on the pump?
Oh, no, just got to go to work, usual
Jesus
thing.
Christ, you
Just
look
up
like
with
a
the monkey suit on.
You look like a young George Clooney with the black tie there, mate.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, big swinger. I'm like Darth Vader out there in the other side of town, eh?
Oh, mate,
Darth
episode
Vader,
24. Geez, we're having a shocker at the moment, a Barry Crocker. Do you think we can turn things around, mate? It's been 2 weeks. The first time that we haven't made any money, we haven't even, become square. The last 2 weeks have been absolutely atrocious, even though on a Friday we always have hope. How do you think we're going to go?
Yes. We'll be all right this week. Wound things back a bit this week.
Oh, geez, yeah, I hope and pray that you've got no dance Yankee this week. Tell us, Tone. Tell us the good news. There's no Tones and I dance Yankee.
There is no Tones and I dance Yankee this week.
We're a chance. All right, mate. I know you're going to go off to work and educate those young minds, God help us all. No wonder we're all fucked over here in Japan. Anyway, Tone, very exciting. Our results from last week. Let's go over them pretty quickly. Our results last week, very exciting, Tone. Let's get to it. Bad habits. Our Tones to titanium tip, mate. What happened?
Went down faster than cold beer at a Wharfie's picnic.
The Pezza's push, absolutely fucked. What happened in the quaddie, Tone?
Quaddie, atrocious. 2 legs, wasn't it? 2 legs in.
And the Tones and I dance Yankee, I think you got a second placer. I think you got a...
Shocker.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Atrocious.
So absolute results, atrocious. We don't need to talk about that anymore. But mate, I've got to explain to our powerful and loyal subscribers, all 23 of them on YouTube and 33 on Facebook. Last week we had a bit of a side bet with a bloke called Marto from Punt Kings, a professional tipping service, if you don't mind. He had a bit of a crack at you, Tone. He said your roughie last week, Cakewalk Baby, wouldn't beat one of his best bets of the day. And if it did, he was going to throw us a couple of bones, because we're a couple of dogs looking for the bones. Well, Cakewalk Baby, Tone, I think it ran a slashing fourth.
Yes, it flashed home. It was last at one stage, wasn't it?
It was last at one stage. And Marto's from Punt Kings, one of his best bets of the day, got galloped on and actually got pulled up. That's how poisonous we are. But we won a bet. We won something, mate, last week. So Marto is good to his word from Punt Kings. If you're looking for a tipping service, it's only a few bucks a week. I think it's only like $6 a week, $11 a week. Anyway, I'll put a description down below in the descriptions on the video. If you want to get in touch with Marto on Punt Kings, actually he's been going all right recently too. But he's thrown us a couple of dogs, a couple of bones here, Tony. A couple of bones. Here we go. Let's have a look. What's Marto done? Oh, I think Barney's got something to say.
Get stumped.
Oh, yeah.
Get stumped.
Thanks.
Thanks, Barney.
He's always got something to say. He's always got something to say. Oh, the Queen. Anyway, here we go. Punt Kings. There he is, the great man himself, playing a bit of poker there. Marto's thrown us his best bet, one of his specials.
Wow. Look at the name. That's an omen bet from him.
Race 3. Now, this is an omen bet for the channel.
Good God, there we go.
Well, we're all fucked if Barney was making the laws, I tell you. Race 3, number 2 at Doomben, a lazy 4 skins. That's his special for tomorrow from Marto from Punt King. So if you're keen to follow a professional in Barney's law, and he's thrown us his best roughie too, Lady Diodo at Sandown, race 5, number 3. His best roughie at 10 skins. So if you want to steer away from the amateurs,
yeah, and
you want to throw in the professional, old Marto at Punt Kings has thrown us a couple of bones there. Get on.
They look pretty good. Thanks, Marto. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than what we tip.
Oh, well, at the moment, we're
no, they look
fucking struggle town at the minute, isn't it, Tone?
yeah.
Yeah. But Barney's Law, can you imagine how much money Barney's going to have on Barney's Law, even though it's spelled
Oh,
with an
he'll
E?
load up.
Oh,
He'll
mate,
load
he's
up
a
the big
jerk.
boy.
He's a fucking
Big unit.
jerk. He's a jerk. You should see the shit he's giving me now, mate. Fucking hell.
Oh,
He's had 2 losing weeks. You know, we give him thousands of dollars when we got our 550 to 1 double up. We gave him
And the
thousands, and now he's
Huh?
fucking, oh, you got tits of shit. You know, fucking jerk. Get out. You're fucked. Anyway,
oh, gee.
thanks, Marto. Thanks, Marto from Punt Kings. Barney's Law
Yes,
and Lady
thank
Dora.
you.
A nice little 40 to 1 little double up there. Thanks to the professional. Okay, let's hold the Queen.
There she is.
And get stumped. And get stumped.
Exactly. Okay, mate. We've got a couple of quaddies, but we didn't have time today to put the Melbourne quaddie up. But check the Facebook page tomorrow, description down below. We should have a quaddie up for Melbourne, but we're going with Sydney. We think Sydney's got the best value tomorrow. It's going to pay the biggest money, the quaddie at Randwick. First leg, 2, 5, 8, 10. 2, 5, 8, and 10. You're pretty keen on the 5, Tone?
Yes, mate. Yep. Pretty keen on Zagalo. One of those CJ Waller horses.
Yeah, you got a great jockey.
And, yes, yeah.
Is
Got J-Mac on board.
Is J-Mac the best jockey in Australia?
He'd be close to us.
Oh, geez, he'd be close. You know, I know Jamie's on fire, but geez, J-Mac, he can hit him, can't he? He can get him home.
Oh, he moves them up.
Yeah.
He moves them up.
And you're pretty keen on the 8 here, mate. You found one, Napoleon Solo at 23
the man from Uncle, Napoleon Solo.
Wow.
Little Timmy Clark's on board, one of the Snowden horses, 23 skins. It'll have a crack, goes all right first up.
Fuck, you're showing your age there, mate. What would you say?
The man from Uncle. Haven't you seen it?
Fucking hell, mate. I might have seen the remake. I don't know if I watched the original when you were there, when you were fucking born.
Oh, well, it was in black and white. Yeah, you might have seen that. I don't know. But yeah.
I can't get away from the 10 Blondale. It's a fucking non-winner, but it won last start. Another Waller horse. Maybe we've got the Quinella there with the Wallers, which wouldn't surprise us because CJ can train a trifecta or a Quinella in any race. Don't you worry about that. Okay, we're pretty confident we've got the first leg. The next leg, we've got 3, 5, 6, and 8. You're pretty keen on the 5 and 6 here, Tone.
Yes, mate. Passage of Times, one of mine. Old Nash is on board. Ran third last start. I think it's better than that. $14. I think it's a bit of value there.
Yeah.
If it's
well, any horse, like we're talking about J-Mac, any horse with Nash Marilla on, you've got a chance, surely.
Yeah, and Cradle Mountain. What's no McAvoy on board? 20 skins in a race from hell. Like, you know.
Jeez, you've thrown out some value there, mate. 14 and 20 skins. Value.
Yes, I'm not a big fan of Bandersnatch. Obviously, it's the best horse in the race, you'd think, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
but,
I think it's pretty progressive. It's come back pretty well. I think tomorrow it gets its chance. But I'm a big fan of Order again. I think Sammy Clipperton doesn't ride many for Waller. And when Waller, you know, CJ, he can't put J-Mac on or he can't put Nash or he can't. Something's going on there. So I reckon Order again is probably not a bad little taster. Okay, mate, we move on to the next leg, which I think is, you know, probably the toughest race in Australia tomorrow. For my punters club, I've got to pick a winner out of this. Fucking, mate, there's a lot of non-winners in this. Like Game of Thorns, fair income. The amount of times that I've backed this fucking horse, seriously, I should be euthanized. The amount of times I've backed Game of Thorns. This prick of a horse doesn't jump, gets back, always is in the wrong part of the track. You know, if the rail is good, it's on the outside. If the outside is good, where the fuck is Game of Thorns? Right in the fucking rail. Like, it is a non-fucking winner. But tomorrow's the day. Game of Thorns with Huey Bowman on. Get in.
Well, yes, that does bring back memories from last week, as you know. Pretty
It's a
ugly
non-winner,
memories.
It's a non-winner.
Huh?
It's a non-winner.
Yes.
It always
But-
finds trouble.
Could be the-
Always. But you're pretty keen on the old Zing.
Zing, yeah, I know it's favourite. Little Tommy Berry on board.
Yep.
I think it was a good win last start. It might be out a bit in the barrier. It's out a bit in 14, but I still think it's not bad value. You know, around about 480.
And I can't believe you're throwing in Straub. I can't believe Straub again, another non-winner. Always in the
Scumbag
market.
on the planet. Biggest scumbag on the planet. Always thereabouts. All over the place like an unlicensed dog.
Yeah.
Every time you back it, you're shaving your head with a blunt cheese grater. But it could be the day, mate. It could be the day. That Straub, you know. He raises his head like a rampant penis and goes, boom, there. Could be the day, mate. Could be the day. Straub.
Game of Thorns and Straub probably rival each other for being fucked. But I'm pretty keen on their apprentice at the top there, claiming a couple off Salika. Pretty progressive horse. I don't mind Annabelle Neesham as a trainer. She hasn't got a big lot of horses, but fuck, she's got some money. Jesus Christ, has she got some money. She bought a horse the other day in the Magic Millions. It was fucking millions or something. So, mate, I don't know who she is or how many horses she got, but fuck, she can get some quality. So I reckon Salika's a bit of a chance as well. And anyway, if we throw the darts correctly, we get the third leg, we line up. Oh, she's a lay-down misère. We got an unbeaten horse here in all-time legend Tone. I think it's... yeah, unbeaten. All-time legend for old Leslie Bridge. So, Kieran in the saddle. Be interesting to see from Barrier 1 what Randwick's doing. I'm not too sure about that tomorrow, but we're on 3, 5, 9 and 13. You're pretty keen there on the 9 and 13, Tone.
Yes, mate, like Tommy Berry and the Hawks have joined forces here. One last start. I think $6 it's overs. I reckon I'd have it a little bit shorter than that.
Right.
Yes, big chance. And I also like Cisco Bay. There we go.
Right.
10 skins. I reckon this is a real show in this.
Yeah, I don't mind Robbie Dolan talking about good jocks. He does ride pretty much a horse to win. So I reckon you're not losing anything, old Cisco Bay. I'm pretty keen on old Matawi. It could be a big day for old Kevin Lees or CJ Wallaby. What are they called? That Australian-owned syndicate, those colours with the big horseshoe and the blue and the checks. I think they're a big syndication. I think they could be a pretty big day tomorrow for them. I think they can get a couple of winners. And Matawi, as honest as they come, it'll drop out. It'll get to the outside and it'll be coming home. Just like this fucking prayed to the gods that Huey Bowman, the prick, has actually timed the race right for once and hasn't got too far back. I hope he gives it a chance. But interesting to see if all-time legend can remain unbeaten in the last. As again, if we get the first 3 up, we've probably got the quaddie. But, geez, it'd be nice to have 3 fucking winning fucking legs and we're alive into the last. Just a bit of excitement for our powerful and loyal subscribers, Tone.
Yes, that's right.
Bit of excitement, Tony.
Oh, that's what we need tomorrow, mate. That's what we need tomorrow.
Right.
We've
okay.
And to add insult to injury.
Yep.
What about that horse last week there? That bloody Mystico, big boy.
Oh, Mystico. Our powerful and loyal subscriber, Taz, on our Facebook group, actually mentioned it in the chat on Facebook. And
yes. Good on him.
Mystico goes over to Adelaide, paying 18 skins. Absolutely brains those fucking things that run around with each other every week. Can't believe the price that we got. We should have tipped it on the show, but we just missed it. But our mate Taz steered us into it. Thanks, mate. Mystico, absolute non-winner in fucking Melbourne, sneaks across the border and gets the chocolates done. Pays 18 skins. Yeah. Fucking hell.
Absolutely ridiculous price.
So,
ridiculous.
Mate, last week, I'm pretty sure you had a titanium tip. You had a fucking up the rough, and you had a Tones and I dance Yankee. What do you got for us this week, mate?
There's no. All I've got this week is a titanium tip. That's it's a bit short. It's a bit short, but
mate, it's shorter than a. What do you say, mate? It's shorter than a.
Boys stick under a cold shower.
Shorter than a boys stick under a cold shower. This is probably the shortest you've gone.
Short as a Scotsman's memory when he owes you money.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the shortest you've ever gone.
Yes, I think it is.
Well,
yeah,
the pressure's on for the titanian tip. Here we go.
Here we go.
There we go, big boy. Sandan Tones his fill up. He's $4.95 fill up. You put $40.95 on this, you get fuck all back. But Quantum Mechanic, let's multi it up, big boy. $2.20,
Yeah.
get in. Yesterday was,
Get in.
I think it was about $2.50, so she's been backed in a little bit today.
Yes, it's coming a bit, and it'll come. I reckon it'll be like even money by tomorrow.
Well,
so,
you'd think with Jamie,
might
you know,
even
if
get
there's
on
any
down.
scratchings or at all, and yeah, it's going to be in the red, so maybe today's the day to back it. Quantum Mechanic for Mickey Price and Mick Kent Jr., Jamie Carr in the saddle. What could go wrong?
Yes, yeah, no, unlucky last start. Yeah, it was held up for a run, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was held up there. They pocketed her in, and she
yeah.
couldn't get out of those dodgy bastards.
Those colours for Mick
you know.
Price and Mick Kent Jr., geez, they find a bit of trouble. They're the what are they called? Tabby dance colours. Don't mention the Kilmore Cup, mate. Don't mention the Kilmore Cup.
Let's not talk about that.
So let's go Quantum Mechanic. We'll get a little booster there, a little multi. Yeah, absolutely, Quantum Mechanic. Now, mate, I found a couple for us tomorrow.
Good.
We're going to get our money early because we're going to make the most of our promos. We're going to make the most of our promos, like on Ladbrokes. You can actually get a bonus bet back, or you can double your winnings. For me personally,
Beautiful.
I like the double your winnings. Mate,
yes.
You have your $10 to get your 50, and then you double your winnings. You'll get a $50 bonus bet, mate. Too easy. Rubiquitous. What a fucking great name. This won a race a couple of weeks ago, Tone, on a Sunday. Absolutely green as all grass. It was green as a drunken sailor. Started even money favourite. It had no idea what it was doing. Still won.
Just all over the place, but just
mate,
had the ability.
It is a big fucking horse too. It's like Big Tomo at the fucking stand up, like the chest is out, the big man. He's big Rubiquitous at the big fucking horse, Tone. He's got that big horse syndrome.
Can't you imagine Barney trying to say that name 10 times when he's pissed?
Oh, Barney's Law. That's right. He wouldn't say it, would he? You fucking, you know. Fucking imagine Barney's.
You can mouldy all this in, Barney. Mouldy all these in, and you have yourself a nice little collect, big boy.
Race 1, number 5. Yesterday, Pezz has gone on at 8 skins. It's already into $5, big boy. It's already, it's nearly halved in quote because of a couple of scratches.
Educated money's going on.
$8, Tone. Pezz is on at $8.
All the Eddie Birchleys are on yesterday, eh?
And Brad Stewart has had a bit of a money jock. I don't mind Brady winning on when the money's on, and has had one start for one win. And seriously, mate, this thing ran over the line with its ears pricked. It had no idea what the fuck it was doing out there, but it won. It's green as fuck. Let's hope that it's put it a little bit mentally together. And I tell you what, it'd be too good for these fucking things, I tell you.
Beautiful.
I've got an up the rough. Bell's Innocent. Race 8, number 1. Yesterday I got on to at 17 skins, by the way. Today it's in the $14. Oh, little Liam Rio in the selling. But, mate, fair income, this horse, it was butchered when it was first up and came 8th. Absolutely butchered. Then it won, and then it was butchered again. So you know what that means, Tone? It wins tomorrow. Butcher, win.
Definitely.
Butcher, win.
Yeah, that's it. All about patterns, mate. All about patterns.
All about patterns. That's all it is. It's just about numbers.
Yeah, numbers.
It's been butchered, and then it won. And then it's been butchered. So tomorrow we win at 14 skins. A nice little double up there into the, what's that, around $70 a double. Get in, Pezz. But I tell you what, Rubiquitous, you'll be shitting yourself in the straight because it won't know what it's doing. It's be fucking running everywhere. Let's just hope it runs in a fucking straight line or fucking tail all these bastards up. So here we go, Tone. Bit short, the little double this week. 220 in the 5 skins gets us 11 to 1, 10 to 1. That's all right. You chuck your $10 on that, you get back 110. Easy.
That's it. Barney had his $2,000 on.
Better than Barney's Law. Yeah, Barney's Law. Golly. What does that mean, mate? What does Barney's Law mean? Jesus Christ. God help us all. So, mate, I know you've got to go. You've got to go down there and teach the young minds, the young educational minds. You've got to go. But, mate, thanks to Marto for a couple of tips. We'll put them up on the Facebook group page. We should have a quaddie for Melbourne as well. We've got the Sydney quaddie done. The titanium tip, mate?
Yes, should win. I'm very confident it'll win. It's very short, but...
Quantum mechanic. All I wanted was the name, Tone. I didn't know.
Quantum mechanic.
Huh? Quantum mechanic.
Quantum mechanic.
Good boy, mate. And, of course, the Pezz's Push, we've found one. A second starter who's green as fuck. I love the green horses, Tone. Ubiquitous at 5 skins.
Beautiful.
And a little roughie, Bell's Innocent. If it doesn't get a butcher, it should be in the finish. Tone, thanks for your time. I know you're going to run off, but any last thoughts?
Mate, I think tomorrow's the day. I think, remember what happened last time we were up in New South, 12 grand. Like you said, that's where the value is tomorrow. Yeah, there'll probably be a stack of scratchings down in Melbourne, and it'll pay bugger all. But there's no.
Right. I think what race was your tip in? I think it's race 5. Yeah, there's a couple of shorties tomorrow at Sandown. We had a look at the quaddie, and if a couple of favour, we won't be making any money really. But I tell you what, if we get the Sydney quaddie, it's going to pay right, especially if we get a couple of your value picks up.
Yes. Napoleon Solo. Keep an eye on him. That's it.
Well, I know what ubiquitous means, but I don't know what ubiquitous means. But ubiquitous, hopefully tomorrow is a ubiquitous day, and we find something to love. Tone, appreciate your time. I know you got to go down there and do your thing. Thanks very much. Cheers. Let's go.
Right. Cheers, mate. Yep. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.